calling meeting back to order at 1:05 p.m. Mr. Markham.
Here.
Mrs. Mock.
Here.
Mr. Porter.
Here.
Mrs. Smrek.
Here. Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Harold, would you like to read the mission statement?
Are these on? Yeah. The vision and mission statement of the Austintown Schools. The Austintown Local School District is a united community with a proud legacy and a progressive approach to education. We provide an inspiring education that strengthens and prepares our students for unlimited future opportunities.
Number 5, agenda approval. Upon the recommendation of the treasurer, approve the agenda for the June 30th, 2022 Board of Education regular session.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Markham. Yes. Mrs. Smrek.
Yes.
Mrs. Mock.
Yes.
Mr. Porter.
Motion carried. There are no public comments. Number 7, treasurer consent items, A through D. I would like to acknowledge the donations, $500 from Joseph Satura to the Fitch Concert Choir Tour, $100 from Nicole Kent Strollo and Ronald A. Strollo for Fitch Athletics, $100 from the Austintown Junior Women's League for the RDE scholarships, and $500 from Auto Spa Ohio to Finch Cadets and Dance Line.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock.
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek.
Yes.
Mr. Markham. Yes. Mr. Porter.
Motion carried. Number 8, superintendent's consent items. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following items A through G by consent action. So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Smrek.
Yes.
Mrs. Mock.
Yes.
Mr. Markham. Yes. Mr. Porter.
Motion carried. I would like to acknowledge we have a few new faces here. Kyle O'Donnell, you can stand up. He's going to be K through 12 music. Then we have Stacy Marciano. She'll be kindergarten through 12 intervention specialist. And Derek Bassinger, 9 through 12 science teacher. Thank you. Welcome, guys. Oops. Number 9, administrative contracts. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following for Myron Anderson as the interim director of strength and conditioning at the daily rate of $160 per day to be paid out of the Title 4, effective June 6, 2022 through June 30th, 2022, not to exceed 20 days. The second item, Myron Anderson, 2-year limited contract as Assistant Director of Strength and Conditioning, effective July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2024. This position is externally funded by ESSER grant. So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Smrek.
Yes.
Mr. Markham.
Yes.
Mrs. Mock.
Yes.
Mr. Porter.
Motion carried. Number 10, memorandums of understanding. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following memorandums of understanding by and between the Austintown Local School District and the Ohio Association of Public School Employees, the AFSCME Local 4, AFL-CIO Local 194, whereas the board and the union are parties to a collective bargaining agreement in effect from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2024, and whereas the board and the union believe it is mutually advantageous to modify the agreement effective the 2022-2023 school year with regards to the bus driver safety bonus, Section 3. Number 2 is Vision to Learn to facilitate the provision of vision screenings, vision examinations, and related services for students in the district through providers, personnel, and its independent contractors using a mobile vision clinic, effective May 1st, 2022.
Second?
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Porter? Mrs. Smrek?
Yes. Motion carried. Number 11, approve the resolution declaring transportation impractical for the following identified student for the 2022-2023 school year. So moved.
Second?
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter?
Motion carried. I also want to apologize. I didn't recognize Megan Klein. Can you please stand up? I'm sorry. Megan's going to be K through 12 intervention specialist. Welcome. Number 12, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following agreement by and between the Austintown Local School District and the Suburban School Transportation Company to transport students at the written request of the Austintown Local Schools for any student requiring transportation. All students will be provided door-to-door services as specified by the district for the 2022-23 school year effective July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2022.
So moved.
That should be 2023.
Yes.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
Number 13, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the Austintown Fitch 2022-2023 Student Athletic Handbook as presented. So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
So moved. Motion carried. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the unpaid meal charge policy as presented and meal prices for the 2022-2023 school year as follows.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
Motion carried. Approve Monday, July 18th, 2022, in the central office for a work session at 9 a.m. to be followed by the regular session at 10 a.m. in the Austintown Middle School cafeteria.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
Motion carried. Treasurer comments?
None.
Superintendent comments? Any board comments? Go ahead.
Just want to, as I usually do every meeting, thank everybody for coming. It's nice to see when people show up. I'd like to welcome our new people. I think we have an awesome school. We have awesome facilities. I hope you have a long, healthy, and wonderful career here. And I hope one day that I get to attend your retirement party. So thank you.
Anybody else? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
in association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.